What does it mean? What happens now? I glance behind me at the dais in the center of the arena, where the other champions and runners-up remain standing before the judges. Hedge, Kateb, Bree, Kokai, Leetana, Rurim, Uko, all in brightly lit uniforms that indicate champion status. Chihar, Lolu, and 2 others, their fates as champions or runners-up are as yet unresolved. Finally, Sofia and Fauzi, my 2 direct competitors in the vocalist category, who lost by virtue of the fact that I won. They're all staring at me with shock and fear and other hard-to-describe, complicated expressions. Bree Walton in particular has a stunned look on her face, and the vocalist judge, the stern woman who assigned our category tiebreaker task, she is frozen with incredulity as she too fixes her attention on me. What must they all think? And what about the thousands of people in the audience who have just witnessed an impossible miracle, followed by a disaster, all of it perpetrated by me? Do they even understand what's visible in the wreckage around us? The Grail is but a tiny fraction of the upper end of an immense object that's still mostly below ground. In that moment, the Imperator's voice sounds again, breaking me out of my stupefied reverie and adding a level of nervous frenzy to my already racing thoughts. This time, he is not using a compelling power voice, merely ordinary stadium amplification, as he speaks with regained composure. But even unenhanced, the deep, ice-cold sound of his voice slithers and reverberates throughout the expanse.
No, not blasphemy, but the whim of nature. An unfortunate seismic interruption to our celebratory events.
What? My heart begins to pound like crazy, kicking up my blood pressure, thundering in my temples.
It is done. The spectacle is over, for today. The games will conclude and the remaining champions will be honored later. You will now return to your homes, Atlantida.
Saying this, the Imperator turns his back to the stadium and proceeds to leave the Imperial box, followed by his retinue of Imperial guards. He does not look at me again. Immediately, the crowds surge, and the audience noise level rises as thousands of shocked people are given permission to come alive again and move. An actual earthquake? Is that the official spin of what took place? Holy crap! Seeing him go, just like that, my mind goes spinning also. Seriously, what just happened? What does it mean? Did he just dismiss the effect of my actions completely? What supreme imperial disdain! How can he disregard me in the face of recent events? Or is he choosing to conceal his turmoil under a public mask while simply escaping an unbearable reality? This is crazy. A whole stadium of people witnessed me use a voice command to raise the Atlantis Grail and the resulting mess that followed. Surely at least some of them will question what happened, not merely fall for the ridiculous earthquake explanation. Not to mention the Imperator had addressed me directly, told me to stop, and said that I won, which acknowledges the role of my actions. Will the rest of the officials go along with this? As if on cue, the priest of the Grail raises his hands and echoes the imperial words in a ceremonial tone of voice. By the firm sound of it, he's recovered also, and embraced an appropriate extended interpretation.
The Imperial Sovereign has spoken. The stadion is structurally unsafe. There has been an earthquake. There may be aftershocks. Leave at once, but proceed in orderly fashion.
At this point, it's redundant. Everyone is already streaming toward the exits. But the priest must feel it's his duty to do something, so he continues to intone needless instructions, even as other games officials remain silent. Meanwhile, my mind is stuck. There are no words. Come. Aeson's expression is intense and grim as he grips my hand, and this time I don't protest, as we hurry toward the nearest exit. I breathe hard and try